As you probably noted on the program today, there are two prayers back to back, invocation and then the graduation prayer, the class prayer. That kind of reminds me of a story about prayer that I heard from one of my colleagues the other day. There were two young boys on their way to the elementary school, and they were pretty late. They were afraid that they were going to be late. And the one young man said to the other, he said, "Let's stop and pray that we won't get in trouble and that we get to school on time." The other young man thought about that for a moment and said, "Nah," he said, "I got a better idea. Let's run and pray at the same time. Let's put some legs on our prayers." That's the kind of prayer that I believe in. Martin Luther said we need to pray as if everything depended upon God, and then work as if everything depended upon us. My prayer for the class of 1992 is designed with that attitude in mind. Let's look to God's prayer. Dear God, thank you that you have given all of us minds to think, ears to hear, and eyes to see, and mouths to speak. In addition to our faith, which recognizes your presence and your creative power and majesty. We lift up before you today this graduating class of 1992. We ask that you would encourage them and uplift them and help them to thoroughly enjoy this present moment and to savor the joy of their graduation from high school. Help them, God, to treasure this moment and to treasure all of the memories they have cultivated in their high school years. Help them as well to value the wonderful friendships they have made and to take initiative in the future to stay in touch with one another and to strengthen the bonds of friendship that have been created. Guide them now, Lord, as they face the future and begin to pursue the dreams and aspirations you've given to them. Help them to find the courage and the energy and the self-discipline they need to go forward on their own. Grant them the serenity to accept the things they cannot change, courage to change the things they can, and wisdom to know the difference. I also want to thank you, God, for all the parents, family members, educators, and friends who have gathered here today. Make this a special day for each and every one. Teach us all to live as Martin Luther suggested when he said we need to pray as if everything depended upon God, and then work as if everything depended upon us. Amen.
Dear graduates, parents, faculty, administrators, and friends of the graduates, I wish to take this opportunity to extend my congratulations to these young people who will soon be receiving a diploma. I also want to congratulate their parents who have these many years been toiling for their children and who now share in their glory. I hope that these children will be a credit to them today and always. When I say to the parents, I say to the teachers as well. A devoted teacher delights in a pupil's achievement. So today, young people, we celebrate your graduation from Aurora High School. Today filled with memories and achievements, fond farewells, new beginnings. Today which we have all worked towards and anticipated for a long time. Now the day has come for you to celebrate and for us to rejoice with you. We congratulate you on your successful graduation from Aurora High School. But graduation is not an end. It's a new beginning, a crossroads. It is not only a graduation from, but it is a graduation to. It's a graduation to the future in a very special way. And so graduation is a day filled not only with memories of the past, but of anticipation of the future. And like our thoughts of the past, our thoughts of the future are filled with mixed emotions. Emotions of excitement and of nervousness, confidence and anxiety, eagerness and fear. There are so many challenges to meet, so many unknowns to confront, and so many dreams to fulfill. Some of you will be going to higher studies. Others will seek not just a job or a means of a livelihood, but a meaningful way in which you can contribute your special talents to the future. So we welcome you for your successful graduation to that future. And the world awaits your contribution. Some of you may be familiar with the name of Richard Bowles. Bowles, as you know, is the National Career Development Office and director there, and author of the bestseller, What Color is Your Parachute? He's interested in people like you, who are at a crossroad in their lives and are reaching inside themselves to discover and plan what useful contribution they can make to the future. In a recent publication of a magazine, Bowles wrote an article entitled Life Work Planning. It's a kind of a positive, hopeful article which could have been written as a personal letter to each one of you graduates. In the article, he seems to understand and come to grips with the enthusiasm for challenge, coupled with the fear of the unknown, which many of you are experiencing as you face the future. Today, I'd like to share some of those thoughts with you. He suggests there's a fatal flaw in the way we usually approach the future. He contends that the future holds not only change, but also constancy. Some things about the future are new and strange, but others are old and familiar. Yet whenever the future is discussed, it is the change that gets attention. The emphasis on the change, on the unknown, without integrating constancy, is responsible for this anxiety and fear, and even panic, which many of us experience as we face the future. We need both change and constancy to balance our lives. Change represents challenge and adventure.
I thought we'd get to see forever, but forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road is going to lead. All I know is where we've been and what we're doing. If we get and I'll take with me the memory to be my sunshine and rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Graduation!
Yeah!
Excitement, emotion, expectation. We've been working toward this day ever since kindergarten. You remember when the teacher would put up those cardboard blockades, no one would cheat off each other? The aides would make you take 2 bites of that brown peach at lunch. Recess was the best class of the day, and the little boy across the table invented the 5th basic food group, glue. Well, we've done a lot of growing up since then, and we found better things to eat. And we've all survived today. People seem to think that graduation is a good time to pass on advice. Most of that advice is like,
Life is a great sea,
and we are merely ships sailing through its rocky waters. Or how about, we are now closing a chapter in the book of life, waiting to turn the page of the future. Or give this one. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Pretty good advice, huh? Not. So I decided to find some fresh, new and exciting advice to pass on to my fellow graduates. I didn't think it would be too easy because, well, let's be honest, we know everything, right? But I did come up with a few ideas using Life's Little Instruction book by H. Jackson Brown. Number 171. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than one with all the facts. Whether your dream is to make lawn jockeys, deer statues, and pink flamingos for people to plant in their front yard, or be the world's first overweight middle-aged Elvis impersonator. Oh, bad example. To be the first person to actually call a hair club for men the free estimate. That's it. Don't give up on your dreams. A person without dreams is like Mo and Larry without Curly, or Shem, whichever one you prefer, or like Sylvester without Tweety. Dreams keep life interesting. Number 346, be bold and courageous. When you look back on your life, you'll regret the things you didn't do more than the ones you did. Keep life adventurous. Adventure is like a piece of bubble gum stuck into your chair. You want about it to taste it and find out. Go out and taste life. Life doesn't have to be bland like tofu. It could be inferno taco sauce or 3 alarm chili peppers. Spice it up a bit. Number 401. Don't ever watch hot dogs or sausage being made. Number 271. When facing a difficult task, act as though it's impossible to fail. If you're going after Moby Dick, take along your tartar sauce. Without leaders, everything is impossible. All year, people have been saying that our class lacks leadership, that our class is made up of followers. Well, I'm going to ask you all to look at our class. I would bet that nearly half of us have A averages. But it's not just the good students. We've had the state qualifiers in sports, people active on state and national levels in our clubs, and many outstanding performers in our fine arts department. Plus, many students have to balance a job around school as well. If you don't see leaders in this group, then you must have your eyes closed. Number 464. Don't miss the magic of the moment by focusing on what's to come. Take the time to tiptoe through the tulips, smell the roses, and sleep in the poppies with Dorothy, Toto, and the Cardinal Rain. Right now, we're all planning for our futures. That's okay. But if you constantly live in the future, you're missing life. I think that a person who always lives for tomorrow died yesterday. I'd like to leave you with a quote from Thurber's play, 13 Clocks. The Gallic says to the prince and princess as they ride off into the sunset, "And remember laughter, you'll need it, even in the halls of ever after." Thank you.
Sophomore speech class. It's an experience that nearly every senior has been through. I remember standing before nearly 20 of my classmates trying to describe my most embarrassing moment. Meanwhile, I was thinking to myself, this is the hardest speech I have ever given. Since that day, there have been many other times when I've had the same thought. And I can honestly say, standing before you now, that this is the hardest speech I've ever given. Because today, I'm addressing the teachers, parents, and fellow students who have helped shape my life and the life of all of my classmates over the past several years. Your senior year is a very difficult one. Not only is it filled with homework, but all of the school year's special moments are suddenly made bittersweet. Homecoming is exciting and fun, but your senior year is sad because it's your last one. And the last home game really is the last because there isn't a season next year. It seems that just as you're about to take a step to the future, you can't help but look back to the past. As the number of school days that I had remained were dwindling, I took a look back at my first day of school in Aurora. And for me, it was the first day of the 8th grade. I remember calling all of my Aurora friends weeks before school started to decide really important things, to compare class schedules, and to figure out what I was going to wear. I got up 2 hours early so I would look just perfect. And I met all of my friends at exactly 8:05 at our predetermined spot in the commons area. And when I look back to my first day of my senior year, it's obvious to me how much I've matured. I only got up 1 hour early. To perfect that, I'm a senior and I don't care how I look. And I waited till I got to school to compare my class schedules with all of my friends. Once I started looking back, I also looked back at graduations in the past. I remember 3 years ago listening to Tim Rosehart as he gave his graduation address. And he read to us Robert Fulgham's All I Ever Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. And the more he read, I realized this was true. All of the basics, from oral hygiene to sharing and caring for one another, are important. But learning how to use these skills and understanding their importance takes us far beyond kindergarten. From field day to the senior prom, the school experience is a big part of growing up. Any member of my class could look at their picture from kindergarten and say, wow, gee, I've really grown up since then. But growing up isn't just measured in inches and pounds. It's a mental and emotional change as well. Our parents and teachers always seemed eager for us to grow up until now. They were and they are always asking, what are you going to be when you grow up? And when are you going to grow up? What I didn't aspirations changed, I was doing just that, growing up, and so were my classmates. I wanted to be everything from a lawyer to a construction worker to an astronaut, and my mind is still changing. My mind changed because my interests and my abilities changed. The things I liked to do and the people I knew changed, and the way I looked at the world changed as well. But this change didn't take place by itself. It was greatly influenced by my experience at school. I learned about math and science and how to read. I learned to appreciate art and to feel music. And I learned how to get along with other people. And every experience, from my chemistry final to my first date, has helped to shape the person that I have become. It was once said that love is not finding the right person. It's becoming the right person for someone to find. We all have the dream of finding that special someone, but we must find ourselves first. It is in the search for myself that I found how much those around me have influenced my life, and how far I still have to go before I'm grown up. It's taken 17 years for me to comprehend, as I'm almost ready to leave them now, how much I truly appreciate my caring and devoted teachers, honest and close friends, and my loving and supportive family. It is all of these who have given me my true education, not in books and charts, but in life. In the words of Alfred Lord Tennyson, I am a part of all that I've met. So as my classmates and I go through our graduation and we say our goodbyes, we can be confident that although we may not see each other again, our friendships will live as the part of the people that we have become.
Honored graduates, parents, family, friends, guests, we are here today to recognize a special group of people. I think the word special has been used many times so far today. On behalf of the District 4R, and particularly on behalf of the faculty of our school, and on behalf of the class of 1992, I welcome you to the 1992 commencement exercise. It is my pleasure to present this class. I represent the faculty as I present this class. The graduates will receive their diplomas or their certificate of attendance from Dr. Steve Alberts, President of the District 4R Board of Education. Dr. Alberts, these students have met all the requirements for graduation or all of the requirements for a certificate of attendance as prescribed by the District 4R Board of Education. I'm proud to present this class, the class of 1992, and I ask that you present the diploma or certificate of attendance as I call each student to the stage. Jenny Kathleen Ackerland. Matthew Scott Bacon. Michelle Louise Brannigan. Chris Dwight Borson. Jeffrey Allen Brennan. Teresa Marie Chadwick. Kevin James Biker. Jocelyn May Christensen. John Mason Carter. Brooke Marie Christensen. Colin Michael Day. Tina Marie Collingham. Trevor C. DeMorandale. Beckett Lee Cool. Justin Travers Dickinson. Amy Lou Emanuel. Christopher Joseph Durbin. Julie Kathleen Fort. George William Everly. Michelle Lynn Gall. Mark Kenneth Erickson. Tanya Marie Galantine. Joseph David Fangman. Vicki Lee Hamrick. Todd Gary Gimple. Charlotte Michelle Head. Brent Russell Hubert. Anne Marie Higby. Darren Leroy Lowe. Janice Lynn Holgren. Jimmy Lynn Marco. Kate Amanda Jones. John Everett Mason. Wendy Robin Jones. Donald Eric McCulley. Bobby Joe King Sabell. Ryan Otto Nissen. Sarah Christine Cleaver. Ty William Oswald. Sue Ann Clarice Larson. Jason Michael Owens. Danielle Sue Maw. Robert Allen Penner. Carrie Suzanne Meyer. Patrick Wayne Purdy. Teresa Marie Payne. Clayton Anthony Rapp. Renee Ann Peterson. Chad Michael Schroeder. Ulla Nelawson Peterson. David Lee Starkey. Melissa Suzanne Purdy. Todd Dayton Stump. Nicole Ann Richter. Justin Earl Taylor. Jennifer Sue Robertshaw. Jeffrey Lee Tussman. Kazuyo Sakaguchi. Scott Charles Forsyth. Josette Alethea Sharton. Daniel Anthony Traxler. Julie Ann Schuster. Jeffrey Dean Trumbull. Lisa Ann Seifert. Jason Gary Wirt. Anna Marie Schoenfeld. Margaret Ann Stevenson. Tracy Ray Stewart. Christy Sue Thelander. Darcy Lynn Vetter. Lisa Jo Waddell. Monica Mary Welch. Jason Dwayne Wilson. Anna Ruth Wheeler. Brian Lee Wishart. Michelle Lynn Wiles. Troy Raymond Zaruba. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of 1992. On behalf of all of us, let me congratulate you. Let me represent the parents, the grandparents, the family, the friends, to say we are proud of you. This is indeed a special class. It is special because I saw more young ladies crying during the ceremony than in most classes. Young men, I won't say anything about you. One of my favorite people on television is known as the church lady. If the church lady were here today, I believe that she would look upon this class and say, "Isn't that special?" But I think she would mean it not in a satirical way, but in a serious way. You are special. We thank you for that. God bless you. Good luck.
Members of the class of 1992, parents, and friends, I too want to congratulate each of you graduates. And I want to thank you for your many fine ways, positive ways, that you represented the school and the community. You have done a fine job, and thank you. It is always my pleasure to recognize scholastic achievement, and at this time I want to introduce those that have a 93 average or above. And as I introduce you, would you please stand, remain standing, and then also just hold all the applause until I've made all the introductions. Renee Peterson, 93.02. Sarah Cleaver, 93.28. Tracy Stewart, 93.68. Brooke Christensen, 93.71. Teresa Payne, 93.89. Joe Fangman, 94.17. Amy Emanuel, 94.30. Trevor D. Moranville, 94.59. Suzanne Larson, 94.73. Lisa Seifert, 94.82. Nicole Richter, 94.91. Ryan Essen, 94.97. Todd Gimple, 95.00. Beckett Kuhl, 95.43. Brent Hubert, 96.50. Darcy Vetter, 96.60. Janice Holden, 97.07. Jenny Ackerman, 98.81. Let's give them a nice hand. Again, thank you, and best wishes to each of you.